By sea? By land?
Both. That's how they got behind the line so easily. It's unheard of. These seas are usually treacherous throughout this time of year. So they must have had help from Lutheria somehow.
Even just to coordinate an assault like that back in the day is very impressive.
Yeah, they've hit at least 3 places simultaneously.
Have you heard any going-ons of powerful magics at play?
He sort of waves his arms around in the air and just says, "Have you not seen the blinking sun? The thundering eclipses throughout the day, the random bouts of rain when there are no clouds. Are you blind?"
Are you from these lands?
Of course, I made my living in Nineheart.
I ask because Overgrowth is gone.
Gone? What do you mean?
As
Razed
in it was
to the ground?
As in snatched from the earth itself.
He spits to the floor and he makes a sign that wards off evil. I know not of what you speak, but I know that you speak in cursed tongues, and I wish to be no part of this, priest.
Okay.
I think he likes you.
All I did was warn him.
The army, the force that attacked Meinhardt, can you give us any information on their numbers? Was it just humans and such, or were there what chased us into the tavern? A ogre, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were there any ogres or other demi-humans with them?
He sort of squints and he says, "I know Vestergaard likes to hire sellswords, and they're very open to hiring any and all races. But to have control of an ogre, I've never heard of such a thing in the past. An ogre is just a wild beast. So how they managed to tame one, or captured one, is beyond me."
Okay. How many people do you know of that made it out? Is it just you two in your group, or is there others?
There must have been others who left by sea, but I don't know how well they fared. We're only hoping for a little journey, because there's well, I guess I shouldn't tell you.
Tell us what?
Where we're headed.
I'm gonna have to start taking fingers again.
I was going to say, I'll stretch out the bow that little bit more. So just remember.
Oh, he doesn't even see you though in the trees, unless you come out.
I kind of shrug a little bit, and I'd be like, even if you do tell us where you're going, that boat only holds 2 people. We're not going to be able to follow you.
If you know of a safe place, consider telling us, at least so we can just help pass it on to others. Yeah.
He sort of scratches his beard and his eyes shift to his buddy. His buddy gives him like a knowing nod, and he turns his attention back to you. "What's it worth to you?"
Can I do like a persuasion?
I really want to say what's it worth to me. It's worth everything in that boat.
Can I do like a persuasion roll and say like trying to what's the word? Implore his appeal to his better nature, like.
I love how they literally have stacks full of gold and silver. It's like, oh, we could grease our palms a little more. We already have more than we can carry. You know?
So you're trying to persuade him to be like a better person. Basically.
Just
gotcha.
Tell us.
Yeah, sure. Roll persuasion at advantage.
Oh, advantage.
No, that's not bad. Give me a sec.
Yeah, say like, come on, you've got more than enough gold to yourself. Just
he sort of just flicks his
help
tongue.
us help others.
Help us. He sort of clicks his tongue, just like, knew you're a stingy one. Look, I'll tell you what. It's a secret that everyone knows, but it's not really even a secret.
It's a secret.
By definition, yes, that is not a secret.
If you're a trader, you can pass the borders without any issue, as long as you have a permit.
I'm assuming you are going under the guise of a trader?
He flashes a permit.
This makes sense.
I like take out a like one of my notebooks, and I ask if I can just take a look for a second. I can like write down a rough.
Study his paper.
Yeah, so I could like make a copy maybe.
I really wanted to look over at me like, are you trying to forge documents in front of the cleric?
It's for a good cause.
Man, I don't give a shit. I don't really care.
Eyes again. Well, what's it worth to you now?
Persuasion check? Nah. Like, what's the... Oh, he has like a boat full of gold. What's...
and stuff, yeah.
Okay. What's the... Like, how much gold would be... a big windfall for a common person here? Like... Yeah.
Anything over 5 gold's pretty amazing for them.
Yeah, so I'll reach into my pouch and take out 10 gold pieces, and I'll hold it out to them and say, 5 each.
He tosses the paper into your hands, and he takes the gold pouch off of you.
Cool. Yeah.
I always like to think of a copper being like $1, and then work up from there.
Yeah, I'll take a moment to make the best like copy I can in my book.
Sure.
Do I need to roll anything for that?
I was gonna say roll intelligence, but if there's something else that you think is more fitting, that you would prefer.
Deception, maybe? If I'm like...
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Trying to forge it?
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, you can roll that.
Come on. Where is it? Deception. There we go. Hey!
Alright, yeah, that's pretty good. You make a almost indistinguishable copy of the papers.
Excellent. I'll hand him back his original, and thank him for that.
He gives you a nod, and then he turns to his buddy, and they continue loading crates.
Oh, well.
Okay. I'll head back head back into the tree line, meet up with everyone again, relay the basic gist of everything, and say, well, do we keep heading to Mineheart? Or...
I don't know if Mineheart is a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Who would have thought when we woke up yesterday morning, right?
Yes, it has been a stressful couple of days.
Can we go back to the world map?
Oh yeah, of course.
Cheers. Well, we're not in a bad position to head straight for Archerton. Because, I mean, if Archerton's fallen, then we should probably just, you know, swear allegiance to the tribe.
What time of day is it?
By now it'll be about maybe 4 in the Arvo. Maybe even 5. It's getting pretty dark.
Well, we can't make it there. We can make it to Mineheart by day's end, but we can't make it to Archerton. And crossing the main roads over there isn't a good idea. So we have to choose. Do we go to Mineheart tonight, or do we camp out and go to Archerton tomorrow?
If we travel... We won't get much further today.
No.
And we do need to smoke that medicine as well.
Yeah, I don't want to go
Yeah.
much closer to the main road. So if we are going to go to Archerton, I would prefer to just bunker down here and make the whole trip tomorrow.
That sounds like a plan. I don't think we can help any in Mineheart.
It'll take us like a day and a half to get to Archerton.
Or maybe we should head a little bit closer then.
Are we going from like the center of the thing is where the city is, or like to the outer limit of the picture?
Let's say the outer limit of the picture.
So this is like actual size.
Yeah, that seems fair.
It's a huge.
There's no way it's gone, right?
No, it could.
Well,
Right?
Isn't it the same size as Evergreen? Yeah.
Was Overgrowth to scale? Because they're about the same size.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
well, we may as well travel a bit more today. Get
No,
as
it
far
wouldn't
as
have been
we
a
can.
tower with it. Sorry.
No, you go.
No, it wouldn't have been a tower with 100.
No, it wasn't a single tower. No way.
Oh, right.
How large is Archerton? Like, is it a city?
Yeah, so it's the capital of Elsyx.
Okay, like, roughly speaking, do we have a gist of how many people? Like tens of thousands?
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands?
Probably hundreds of thousands.
Okay, big place.
But wait, no one's actually seen it except for I think Jacob, because Jacob would have been close enough.
Okay.
So I
Is
guess,
it- is it-
you,
is it
you
well
would know
defensible?
that Archerton's like a pretty big city, but it's integrated with the environment. Like there are a lot of trees everywhere, and if there were forged
okay.
walls, it would be between trees.
Oh.
Yeah, like the trees would be the pillars of it. Go figure.
Oh. So is it well defensible, or is it a bit, you know?
Oh, there are lots of cracks in the defenses.
I relay this.
Like it wasn't built for war. It was more built for like stopping predators from coming in.
Right. Like bandits and shit.
Mhm.
Right.
Maybe
This
we
doesn't
should.
bode well.
Yeah. Maybe we should consider marching through the night, at least for a time.
Because an ogre or whatever could break right through the palisades.
I'm not the quietest person that's ever lived. In fact, my armor gives me disadvantage on stealth checks.
Clank, 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 clank.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, when I'm in my favorite train, I can move at stealth at normal speed, so I can scout ahead.
All right.
That's fair.
Because Mineheart's gone, the tower place is gone. Border crossing is probably screwed if they've gotten this far. Archerton's the only major city left.
Hold up, didn't those two people fleeing mention that the Vestergaardians had somehow snuck across the border? We can't completely say for sure that border crossing is gone.
I suppose they could have landed forces further up the shore, but they said they were attacked from land and sea.
True, by Lutheria as well.
I don't think they actually saw Lutheria, they just suspected they had help if they crossed the ocean.
Oh, okay.
It's just a bunch of hippies. What could they want?
Wait,
Probably all this
they may be
gold.
hippies, but they're my hippies. Alright.
Imagine these huge fertile tracts of land are kind of appealing.
Mm.
So, I'd agree. I think we should really get to Archerton ASAP. I'm okay with marching through the night.
Okay.
Do we want to be exhausted if there is something? Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take my armor off if we move through the night.
What are the implications? Would we be exhausted for the encounters the next day?
Are we doing like the main group walks, but one person scouting up ahead?
That's
Or are
probably
you-
for the
or are
best.
you
Yeah.
walking in together in a group.
Yeah, I'll scout ahead because I can stealth at full speed.
So you can probably get semi-decently through the forest, and up until maybe midnight-ish, that's when exhaustion will start to play aside. If you go beyond midnight for too long.
Because if we end up in a fight, we want to be friends.
Yeah, so go as far as we can, reasonably.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we're really in that much of a rush, to be honest. Because the village we were just in was already attacked. And then we've gone up and down, like, the peninsula. Anything that would be going to Archerton is already there if it was going.
More than likely. Alright.
Alright. Who's scouting up there?
Me.
Okay. Why do you whisper?
Sorry. My voice just didn't work for a moment.
Alright, so if as you guys sort of traverse through, I'm gonna keep an eye out about Thorin, you took your armor off yet? Oh, it's raining so hard I can't hear anything. Alright, no, fair enough. Longshore, can you roll a perception?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So as you sort of scout ahead of the party and you're ducking between trees, you actually
Did you want me to roll a stealth as well?
Yes.
Oh, well, that came back to bite me.
So as you're sort of running through the trees, you're actually jumping from branch to branch because this is your land and you're used to it.
Nice.
And you're avoiding most of like the underbrush, so you don't have any hard footing and whatnot. But anyway, off in the distance you spot a small campfire, and surrounding the campfire you see several men with like wagons and carts of supplies, and they're gathered around the campfire. Some of them are drinking ale. They seem pretty jovial, but you immediately recognize their armor as being soldiers from Vestergaard. They shine a bit of gold. But no one seems to notice you just yet.
I circle back and I'll let my companions.
How many did you spot? I'm drawn to the opportunity for an ambush.
You spot 6.
Yeah, 6.
Around the campfire.
Yeah, six that I know of.
How well armed and armored were they?
Soldiers.
So, full armor, military weapons. Okay. But we have the jump on them.
This is true. And we do have a bunch of archers that can all stealth and climb through trees in the middle of the night.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's true.
If you can isolate 1 or 2, I can probably put them to sleep. You won't have to deal with them.
That's not a bad idea.
Anyone else want to add to these tactics?
Can I, like, using Druidcraft to aid me climbing through the tree line, can I try and find a vantage point that'll give me line of sight over this camp once we get quite close?
So these, like, you're basically in the thick of the forest. Like, you're really deep in the forest. There are trees everywhere.
So I'd be able to like walk from tree to tree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I saw them from the treetops, so you'd have no problem.
Okay, excellent.
They're like in a clearing, so we could just completely encircle them and get like crossfire.
Sounds good.
Yep, that sounds about right. Okay.
They're gonna get fucked. So, like, were they wearing plate or like?
Yeah,
more,
they were
like,
wearing plate.
Scale.
They were wearing plate.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. I'll just move you all to another temporary battle map. I'll load the guys.
Well, I'm gonna roll another, hopefully better stealth, and go up the tree again.
Oh, sorry. Can you roll a perception again, please? Just for your way back.
Oh yeah.
Before you head off to your position, Mr. Ranger,
I jump back down so I can re-roll stealth.
Would you like some guidance?
I may.
I provide it.
I toke it like a pro.
I'm suitably impressed.
I don't even exhale.
Alright, you actually spot a scout member as you're jumping through the trees back onto the party. And he sees you, but he's on top of a tree, and he doesn't move.
You're both on opposite trees,
Just
like frozen.
It's like the weirdest, like, Wild West gun battle.
So everyone's like back there.
Yep.
Map's a bit small. Let's say you're in these trees, and you're just looking at each other, and the camp's like somewhere up there. And
I'm gonna roll insight to see what he thinks of, because I'm not dressed in Elsyx armor.
You immediately notice that he's not used to being up in the tree, not that high. It's not his thing, and he seems to be paying more attention on not falling off than looking at you. He knows you're there. He's trying not to die.
I'm going to... Yeah. No, I'm just going to go back and have that conversation with the party.
Okay.
But...
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
You hear a bone-crunching thud behind you as you go back to your party.
Well, that's that problem solved. And like no screaming afterwards? Just...
No, nothing. Just a bone-crunching thud, and that's it.
Well,
Oh dear.
So yeah, do we like this plan? Surround them?
That sounds like the best shot.
Yeah.
All in.
Actually, how can we get some of them off on their own to... Oh, actually, because Thorin, what way are you planning on going in?
I don't really mind.
Because if you sort of like go around that way, you, Tobias, could come up to where this guy is, imitate him being like, help, I fell and hurt my leg. They'll come, like, probably send 2 or 3, and try to help him, but you can just sleep.
That sounds like a plan. I would like somebody with me in case I miss.
Oh, well, I'll be in, like, this tree here.
Okay.
I'll provide some overwatch as well.
I was going to say I'd be in a tree like here or something. Oh, sorry. I'll be in a tree like here or something like that.
What?
There is...
That one there.
Well, my idea was, like, if we have, like, one person here, one person here, one person here, and, like, we can just completely just rain hell on them.
Sorry,
Like,
where
they
was
won't
the
even
third
know where
circle?
we are. Sorry.
Oh, that one there. Never mind.
Like, they won't even... Because, like, if we're all in the same place, they'll just be like, Archer's over there, get to cover. But, like, if they try and take cover from one of us, the other one, we can get them in the back, and we'll just ruin their night.
If I walk up the left over this way, the person who has to cross and go across up over here to that tree in this direction, they'll be looking at me, so you can take that opportunity to get around. So this will probably work, I think.
Yeah, so I'll go in this tree.
We should send the sneakiest one across, and I'll draw attention over on the left.
Well, that's Wegs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going all the way across, around into yonder.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that'll be...
Oh. Sorry.
That'll be Wegs. That'll be me. That'll be... what's your name again?
Ispandia. Is my name not on my token?
Yeah.
No, it's just not on the screen.
Huh? What?
If you
Oh,
go
that
to the
reminds me.
bottom right, if you go to the top right of your options, you can change your display
Yeah.
name to your character name. Might make things easier.
Oh yeah, I'll
Hey.
do that.
I was just thinking that. I almost did exit game, trying to close the menu.
Yeah, I've done that a couple of times. Okay.
So we'll
Alright.
go
So we've got the plan.
Aiden as... And
Have we
Everyone's-
rested?
You also don't have
Great.
armor on.
I'm
Well,
missing
hey-
my heal.
we can kill them and then rest in their camp. They already have a fire for us.
I'm missing my heal now is all.
Hold up. We could take their uniforms and masquerade as them.
We could.
Well, that's a very... Because I have a disguise kit as well, so we could
Ah.
really do it.
That's a good
Does
idea.
anyone have mending? We'd be able to like fix up all the like arrow holes through their armor after the fight.
I crack my knuckles and I'm like, I don't need a spell for that.
And we can just aim for their necks. Or their eye holes.
Hmm. All right, I'm gonna get a start. I'm gonna
We are the
climb up
most
this tree.
ridiculous group of level 1s. Just
You
like,
need to be
yeah, let's
meticulous,
take down a group of soldiers. Fine.
Alright, so I will get in position. But I'm gonna hang
Thorin.
all the way back, just in case.
Clank, 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 clank.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna stand all the way back here before I even try to move up towards them.
So, Thorin, as you get to around that part of the brush, you actually spot someone dangling from a rope by the foot on a tree.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm gonna use inspiration for that.
And he's trying to like do a sit up vertically, and he's trying to reach the rope with a knife, but he seems stuck.
What the fuck are these chuckle fucks doing?
I see in that one.
Oh, he used inspiration to avoid it, thank God.
Okay.
Oh.
Fair enough.
By the way, before you're split, Esfandia, before you
Yes.
like head off to your position, I give you like a clap on the shoulder and say good luck and have some bardic inspiration.
How does that take effect?
I'm just reading through this block of text and I'll tell you.
I can tell you.
I don't know what it is, but I know it's good.
It gives you one use of something called Bardic Inspiration, and basically any check that you want to make, you can add a d6 to it. So it's
For
not
10
limited to the
minutes.
same things as like guidance. You can add it to attack rolls to ensure hits. You can add it to saving throws to avoid shit. Bardic Inspiration is like guidance steroids.
That's alright.
Nice, nice. So I've got guidance on Aiden right now as well.
Boy.
And I've guidance myself up just in case something fucking wonky happens.
The loss of depth perception might cause some problems.
We have players on the top of the trees, yeah?
Yeah.
Could you send
I'm
that?
not on top of a tree.
So, as
I'm
one
just hiding
you're on
behind
top.
On top.
I'll just add that so I know.
Oh, yeah, just
Aiden, you're
double
on
click
top
your-
too. Anyone else on top of trees?
Yeah, I am.
Alright, so just
And-
you two.
You can
Yeah, and Carlos is on top of the tree as well.
Okay.
give yourself a little green dot when you're in and out of trees. Just click the little circle button when you click your character icon.
Oh, actually, thing is, you got an 8 for stealth. I would hear you just blundering past it. Like, go up this tree. Just go up this one.
Also, you were meant to wait for me to go past so you get like advantage or something.
Everyone was moving, so I just moved at the same time. So,
Thorin, roll stealth.
So, here, wait, yeah.
Me,
Disadvan-
I'm not. I'm not rolling stuff.
There's a guy right next to you.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna fucking claw him in the side of the head.
Have I spotted that
Yeah,
dude, by the
but
way?
He would have heard you if you got that close.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll try. Fuck it.
Clank, clank, clank.
Just I might get it. Who knows? Nah.
Oh, wow.
Thunk, 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 thunk.
No, he doesn't
Hey!
notice. He hears the rustling of the leaves. He turns around for a split second, but it's too dark for him, and he goes back to work on the
Smack his head like a pinata.
road.
These are competent fucking... They're probably just conscripts, to be honest.
You hear a loud crack as the skull gets crushed beneath his helmet.
Ah, that was easy.
Not too loud, I hope.
Punk. Alright, am I re-rolling my disadvantage stealth when I move up on this next group in front of me?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're far away enough.
Was the plan for me to like cry out for help before combat started?
Yes,
Okay.
because
So-
we're trying to get some of them away.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna chill out.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll do a deception roll, I suppose, and like shout out, "Ah! Help! Ah, my leg! I think it's broken!"
You can do performance or deception, up to you. You can do it at advantage too.
Awesome.
Bards, man.
No, you get an advantage because you're actually doing the thing that guy did. It's like super legit.
Alright.
I'm sorry, I would have been like over here when I shouted, and then I
All
would have
good.
moved over this tree.
No worries. So some of the guards perk up and they immediately look towards the direction of the commotion. You see actually two of the guards, they've already doffed their armor and they're about to get to sleep, but then they stand back up and they grab their weapons. I'll mark the guys that are doffed. One of the officers, or one of the soldiers rather, he raises a hand and he just makes a chopping motion towards the trees and he looks at two of them, so they move forward.
Who's the one giving commands?
Should I do a stealth roll to see if I'm seen?
Yes.
Well,
Oh,
if you're
I'm
behind
not
the
that
tree, you'd
great.
be in full cover, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, that was not supposed to be an advantage, but they were both 7s anyway.
Just for future reference, if you ever accidentally roll advantage, you basically just always take the number on the left.
Yeah, yeah. Do I get some sort of massive bonus for the fact that I'm behind this tree?
Well, you're in full cover, so you shouldn't be able to be seen at
So
all.
two of the guards, it's more just about noise. But two of the guards, they start walking towards the tree line that you were in, but then eventually they freeze and they just squint their eyes into the darkness. One of them grabs a lantern from his pack and he prepares to light it.
Can I see that happening?
Everyone else can. Like, people in the trees, you can definitely see that happening.
Can I
gonna
see
prepare an
Aiden? Like, can we
is it-
hand signal each other?
This is pretty pitch black, so if you're a human, take that into account.
Yeah,
I
I don't have
am-
great vision.
And I'll
Well,
just
what
add
would be the light from the campfire?
Yeah, I was going to add that now.
Oh, sorry.
I can see in dark. I have dark vision as well, so I can make out things a lot better than humans might.
I'm just going to prepare an action to loose an arrow if anything goes wrong.
So that's bright and dim.
So, could I see them if they're in the light there?
Most definitely.
Okay, as soon as that guy like goes for his lantern, I'm gonna like duck out from the tree and cast sleep at both of them.
Okay. Roll the sleep spell card so I know what's happened.
Yes.
Just,
Spells.
I got the plan right. As soon as I see a body fall, I'm just gonna charge in towards the campfire and cause a ruckus.
Yep.
Cool.
Spell cards.
Oh, this might just knock them both out.
Hopefully.
Alright, cool. Roll the 5d8.
21.
That could have gone a lot better.
It could have gone a lot worse though. But it was very middle of the road.
It could have been 5, so
True.
hopefully I've at least knocked one of them out.
Oh, they don't roll a save.
No, it's just
Oh, okay.
their hit points.
Gotcha. Alright. How would you cast sleep?
With my wand, I just like duck out and
Aren't you a bard? You should be like, hush, little baby.
yeah, but I'm like a scholar bard, not a minstrel bard.
Gotcha.
yeah.
Alright, so you pop out your wand and you focus the energy in between them. Immediately the guard who touches his lantern, his eyes shut and he slumps to the floor. His buddy looks a little confused and he walks over.
That's a crit.
This
waiting
is
to happen right there.
this is like a bonus round for everyone, so you can all act before they come.
Yeah, you should definitely try and put him down before he wakes up his friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna loose an arrow at the not sleeping dude.
This is Commander Bro over here, right?
Yep, with the skull.
Alright, cool. I'm just gonna bum rush the fuck out of him.
Clank, 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 clank.
I'll loose a shot at him as well.
In fact, I'm gonna do more than that. I'm gonna rush up to this dude, use one of my divine domain spells, and cast bonus action as cast Searing Smite as a bonus action.
It didn't pop up.
Didn't
What
seem
the
to do
fuck?
anything.
Why did you not Searing Smite?
Did you drag them from the
Oh, it didn't work again.
compendium?
Why is Searing Smite not working? Spell code. No, it's an
The gods
attack.
have forsaken you.
Because it's meant to be an attack, and it just changed itself to being a spell card for some reason. Okay, here we go. Alright, so the next time I hit a dude, he catches on fire. Until my concentration ends, and he takes that turn. He takes that much damage every turn until someone takes an action to put it out, or he passes his constitution.
Okay.
So. Alright, so I run up, my fucking mace catches on fire, and I swing it at his head. And it hits,
Well,
boy does it hit. Look, yeah, that's a great hit. So smash!
Alright. So you suddenly pop out of the darkness. He doesn't even react. You move so fast. And by the time he turns to face you, he catches a mace right in the face. Wow, that rhymed. And you see just sparks fly up into the darkness. And you smell the burning of flesh. But he doesn't catch on fire. He takes the fire damage, but he doesn't catch on fire.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna pop one into this guy's back.
Okay.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh, he did.
A
The
bloom!
awake guy, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So as
That's
he,
disappointing.
as he turns to his buddy and he reaches down with his hand, an arrow catches it, and it pierces right through the back of his hand and comes out his palm. He drops his sword almost immediately, and he winces in pain.
Well, I take my shot at the same guy.
Mhm.
So it's oh, come on, Wake Bro here with short bow. Do I get advantage for this one? Or?
Is there an elevation advantage?
Elevation
It
advantage.
might be actually, yeah.
Increasing your elevation increases your effective distance, but it doesn't increase your chances to hit unless you're like got a bird's eye view.
And I don't think this counts as flanking because we're all ranged.
What about being hidden? Like
Oh, if
He would get a sneak attack.
yeah, if he's a rogue, he gets sneak attack. A sneak attack on that.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll grant you advantage for the shot, just because you're well hidden.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yep.
attacks from stealth do give advantage.
Oh yeah, because they're surprise attacks.
So I'll go with sneak attack then. Sweet. Boom. Ah,
Not bad.
Roll it again, just because advantage you could crit. You never know.
probably not. No,
Plus your sneak attack too, though.
that is sneak attack. Yeah.
You got a
Oh,
one.
oh, right.
Yeah.
So 8 and 1 is 9. Yeah.
So as he recoils from the pain of his hand being pierced, he looks into the darkness, and as he
Poor bastard.
scans the horizon, an arrow pierces his eyes, and he falls to the floor
Oh.
dead.
Oh.
And we didn't stretch his armor.
Yeah, good point.
No.
Can you put a marker on him to say he has armor?
Oh.
Little,
No, just so we know.
this guy's armor is still good.
Alright, I'm gonna take my shot at the officer dude who just took a mace to the face.
Okay.
So this is advantage
Yes.
from attacking from stealth.
The hiccups.
Roll damage.
1 minute.
Nice. So after
bad.
he gets hit in the face by a mace on fire, he looks up and he tries to... I don't know. And then he tries to don his shield, and as he lifts his shield, he doesn't raise it in time before your arrow catches him in the upper arm. And you draw blood.
Oh, beauty.
Is that, everyone's had their turn, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Roll your initiatives.
You need to bring up the tracker first, otherwise. Yeah.
Make sure you click on your icon when you roll initiative. You have to click on your token and then roll initiative.
Oh.
And that makes it pop up in the turn order.
Dang.
Okay.
Ho-ho!
So, do I still get that nat 20?
Yeah, you can change your number. Like, look at me. I don't have 20 initiative. I have 999 initiative.
Holy shit. I rolled another nat 20. What?
Oh my god. Save those for the fight.
That's
Yeah,
how
it's
that
all
works.
downhill from there, from here.
So how are things?
I got the hiccups and it makes me want to die.
Alright, Esfandir's turn.
Okay, I cast... 1 second.
The combination of druid and archer is quite potent.
Oh yeah, loving it. I had the opportunity to take 20 decks, so I took it.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Plus, just having proficiency with longbows from being a elf. Alright, so
That's a perfect storm.
yeah. I whisper to the spirits of the forest and call forth fairy fire in a 20-foot cube surrounding the campfire.
Oh, hell yeah. Can you
Okay.
choose who it does and doesn't get?
Any
guess you could
creature in the area.
I suppose you could just finagle its positioning and not like...
You should be able to move the spell token to the right there.
Okay, so it looks like I can't actually.
Yeah, the spell token is
Oh,
the one
okay.
thing we can't move. I was trying before to play with it.
So I'm gonna try and stick it on top of the wagon so it doesn't catch Thorin, because it looks like it doesn't discriminate between friend and foe.
Oh, are you not able to choose targets?
Not according to the spell as written. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light.
Ah, yeah.
So, okay, when it is cast. So basically, I'm trying to catch those 4.
Alright, give it
Opponent.
another shot. Maybe you can move it now.
Afraid not.
You'll have to drag the token back out.
Alright, yeah. Thanks.
Isn't that like? Hold on.
No, still nothing.
Thanks, Roll20.
You know who I'm trying to hit, though.
Oh, I have to change it on the token itself, not just the character sheet. My bad.
Hey, there we go. Okay, so, like so.
Well, that works out well.
How?
Hold up. Okay, like so. But, for the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. So, it's only when the spell is cast that they suffer the debuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, even if other people enter into that area, they don't.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
It's like a fireball. It's an instant flash.
Okay,
It doesn't persist.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not like a dangerous area to walk into. It pops and it's gone.
Alright, cool. And so that makes them...
Give us advantage whenever we slap them, which is great.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Specifically
God, they're
slapping,
doomed.
or does
Oh,
that
they have
cover
to
it?
do dex
And
save.
shooting, and we also won't lose them in the night because they glow now.
Like, I can totally get away with sharpshooting now.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm just gonna ruin their day even harder.
I
in
can do a
moment as well.
maximum of 36 damage at level 1.
Close enough, close enough. Ooh, a little bit too far away. Oh my lord.
So hopefully it's not too confusing.
My
but
outsides.
the blue dot guys are affected by fairy fire, so you get advantage on those guys.
Cool.
Alright.
Is that the end of your turn, sir?
Hold up. Can I leap over to this tree?
Roll acrobatics with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, my leg.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah.
You totally do.
You were in that tree the whole time.
You could jump to any tree in the whole map.
I do a backflip.
You backflip into the other tree and you land on the branch. The branch doesn't even bend or anything. Makes no noise. They don't know you're there.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you should have just gone to Archerton.
So I'm still stealthed. Nice.
Yep. Exactly. You gotta have in that 20. Alright, so now one of the guards who has doffed his armor and he was about to head to sleep, he starts to reach for his weapon, then stops, and he immediately turns and begins sprinting away.
What the fuck?
Can you blame him, really?
He's gonna be out of map, but like, keep him in the back of your head. He's not dead, yeah.
Well, I'm going to shoot at him next.
Thorin.
Alright, I'm going to take my action to bless myself, Aiden, and Esfendir. And bless basically is guidance, but for attack rolls as well. Attack rolls and saving throws as well.
Nice.
So now you've got many, many things helping out how much damage you do.
Excellent.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to pat the dude on the ass. And I end my turn.
Just for psychological factor.
Psychological warfare, dude. It's almost as important as the actual warfare itself.
As you move your hand towards his butt to, give it a nice smack, he grabs your hand and in one of the games of mercy, he interlocks his fingers between yours. Roll strength.
Well, let's fucking roll.
Just in the middle of a battle.
No.
Oh,
You lose the game of mercy and he forces you to the floor. You're now on your knees as he brandishes a dagger.
No.
Well, that's a shame.
Oh.
Tobias Black, your turn.
Okay.
Would that be a save or a contest roll?
That was a contest roll.
Okay.
I am going to... Nope, that's not the thing. Run up here, and I'm going to use my other precious spell slot to cast Sleep again. Try and catch 3 of those guys, and I'll just see which one drops.
Oh, you'll definitely be able to get them for sure.
Yeah. Where's my thingy?
It's a 5d8.
Just about to stab Caleb in the chest, just falls asleep.
Oh, what's happening? Ah, there we go. Ooh. 22.
Not bad.
You wave your wand, and for a moment, the guards seem to stagger. But none of them fall to their knees, and they're still bright awake.
I was hoping the captain guy would drop. He'd been hurt.
He must be really beefy.
Yeah. I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay.
Use a bonus action on challenge choose one creature. Can I have more than one bardic inspiration going at once?
Yeah.
Ah, awesome. Okay. Thorin, don't die!
Thorin, he's our man.
Alright. So the guard, sorry, the soldier with the crossbow, he lines his shot up on Thorin, aiming specifically for your head. And he takes a shot.
I'm really glad I have it.
No, he doesn't, actually. Actually, no, he does. But because you're on the floor.
So you have disadvantage shooting at targets that are on the ground.
The bolt soars in front of your face and into the darkness on the other side. It almost cuts your lip, but it does not.
I'd like to point out that even with 0 dexterity, your AC is 10, so I didn't even dodge that. He just fucking missed.
And Longshore.
Alright, I'm going to turn to the guy who's running away, because I know almost for a fact that he's going to get help. And I am going to... Because I'm still stealth, aren't I?
Correct.
And is he verified?
No.
Alright, so I better still get him.
Wasn't he?
All the guys that are verified have blue dots.
Oh, right. They might have...
Oh, he's just like off the top of the map, so I couldn't see the dots.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, cool. Oh, but he's doffed, so even better. I'm going to sharpshoot him in the back of the knee, like I did with the other guy. My priority is stopping him, not so much killing him.
That's fair.
Just as a heads up, Bless isn't like Guidance. You can add that D4 every single time.
Oh, well, I will do that then.
Yeah, it's not a one-time use. You can do it every single turn.
Roll.
Oh my god, that was... Oh, my insides.
So I'm going to add that 1d4 as well, just to make sure I hit him.
Yep.
So
and,
22.
Roll your damage.
Right to the knee.
Oh, damn.
Holy shit.
You let loose an arrow.
That might have been a kill or a torso shot.
You let loose an arrow, and off in the distance you hear a scream. You also hear the cracking of bone as someone thuds to the floor.
Alright, he's not going anywhere fast.
Is that the end of your turn?
It is.
Okay. The next guy, who is verified and also doffed, runs up to Thorin. He leaps over the campfire.
What's up, bro?
And he basically Superman punches you with a sword.
Oh. This can only go well.
And he also gets advantage.
Yeah, I'm being flanked. I headbutt his fucking fist. Eat shit.
Yeah, you see him. You see him leap across the campfire, and you sort of just lower your head a bit, and steel crashes on steel of your helmet. And you smell the burning.
What is your AC, Caleb?
18.
Carlius, it's your turn.
Alright, yep.
You're still
So
stealth.
first, I am still stealth. Excellent. Actually, no, you know what? Just going to take the pot shot. Now, do I get flanking on either of these guys? Like this guy here?
Nah, flanking is a melee thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's, okay. Bugger.
Yeah, but you do get advantage on the verified guys.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And yeah. So
And
you get
because you're
good
stealthed.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can't stack advantage, so you just aim for anybody.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
But like you would be at a time anyway.
Oh, he's got advantage
Sneaky
because,
bastard.
because stealth.
So I'm attacking this guy at advantage. Yes. God damn it. Sorry, guys.
It's alright.
Not there. Oh, hey.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
Nice.
Roll your damage.
Oh,
Ooh.
He raises his
Yeah.
sword arm, and as he goes for a second strike on Thorin, your arrow ricochets off of his sword, and it cuts his cheek a little bit.
What about the sneak attack bonus?
Oh yeah, roll that too. Roll your sneak attack damage.
okay. Well, ignore the 3.
It should just be 1d6.
Actually, yes, it is. Thank you. Hey.
That's
Ahoy!
more like it.
That's more like it.
That's some damage.
Blood starts pouring down his face. And we are back to Espa. Oh, unless you had something else you would like to do.
No, I'm just gonna sit tight.
Okay. Then we are back to Esfandir.
Alright, so I've got advantage on all these guys because I'm still sneaking, so I might as well go for the big boss dude. I'm gonna draw an arrow and put one right between his collarbone and his ribcage.
Ooh.
Alright.
aiming for the
There's something
heart,
about
like
arrows
Cupid.
that just feel more painful than swords.
Nice, roll damage.
Okay.
I've never seen a bunch of level 1s with bigger dicks than we have.
You let.
I feel like we're gonna die because we'll get overconfident and forget we have like 10 health each.
You let loose an arrow, and it catches him in the upper shoulder, slightly off your mark. He winces in pain, and he sort of scans the horizon a little bit. But he doesn't make a check or anything. It's not his turn yet.
Gotcha. I don't really have anything left, so
That guy's
in my turn.
out of 10 order. He's crawling away. You hear whimpers every now and again in the distance. We're back to Thorin.
Well, we can question him later.
Thorin, you're still grappled and you're on the floor.
Alright. I only need one hand to do this,
That is
so...
correct.
Wait, he's got my mace hand, right?
Yes.
Or my shield hand. Alright, so I'm going to let go of my mace. Oh no, I'm not. Fuck it. I'm just going to point up with my shield hand and be like, eat my dick! And I light him on fire.
Yeah, you point a finger at his face and almost immediately it ignites, singeing the brows off his eyes.
And now I want to try and yank my hand out of his.
Roll strength.
I like to imagine that all that's left of that like big
Oh,
plume
I'm
on
not
his
using-
helmet now is just a little scorched stub.
Oh no!
You try to yank your hand.
Remember, you can
Oh,
use...
yeah,
Yeah.
No,
That is-
I have to use it before I see the results of the roll.
I'll allow it just because I rolled a little bit quick there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm totally using it. Alright. Roll. How much is it?
1.
1d6.
D6.
Here comes the 1.
Come on, man! Yay!
You wrench your hand out of his grasp. You're still on the floor. Would you like to stand up?
Yeah, I'm gonna get back up to my feet.
Okay, you stand up.
Cool.
Like a kickflip. In full plate.
Alright, and that's my turn.
So he scans the horizon of where the last arrow came from. Would you please roll a stealth? As fun.
Can do. Can I add bless to that?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh no,
nice.
hold on. Let me just quickly, because it's got the spell description.
Okay.
Attack roll or saving throw.
throws.
This wouldn't
You
be a
can
saving
add
throw.
guidance to it though.
Yeah.
Still guidance.
And you still have your bardic
You've got-
inspiration.
You've got my guidance.
Ah,
I
right.
do have bardic inspiration, so I'll add that.
Well, casting guidance is an action, so that'd be your weapon attack if you wanted to do that.
I'm out of turn. I'll still add my bardic inspiration to that though.
Esfandia, don't get seen! From that tree you're in! Definitely don't let him see you!
I am sneaky. I am very sneaky.
Just like waving
good
up
thing
the
you use that inspiration.
Oh my god, yeah.
He looks around, his eyes dart from tree to tree. Then he sort of goes, and he looks to Thorin. He flings the dagger point blank at you, then pulls out his.
I waggle my eyebrows at him.
Oh, he pulls out his sword.
But the dagger just sort of chinks off your armor effort.
Slap it out of the air with my shield.
We're on to Tobias Black.
Okay, that crossbow guy at the back there.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast, what's it called? Minor illusion. And this 5x5 foot wall. Wait, how high is he? Would he be able to see over the top of a 5-foot wall?
Let me just check his stat.
I mean, there's nothing
A
stopping you
5-foot
from
wall?
taking
Yeah, he
one
would be
step
able
to the right.
Yeah. Can I like ready an action?
Oh yeah, totally.
So
You can also hold your turn if you want, and just take your turn sometime later on in the initiative order. If you want.
You can't. You can prepare an action, but you can't change your initiative like that.
Oh no, you
Okay.
don't change your initiative. You're just like, I'll hold my turn until someone else goes.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Like, you can prepare an action and you take that action later, but you can't wait until someone else goes and then do everything.
Okay.
By the
So-
way, Jack, you've got advantage on any attacks against him.
I think I'm seeing.
No.
Very fun.
Oh yeah. My damage is pretty meh. I'll just stick to helping you guys. So first of all, bardic inspiration. Thorin, smash him.
Okay, I'm gonna write a note down. You need to work on your limericks.
I'm not very good at this. And then I'm gonna ready an action when that crossbow guy lines up a shot on someone.
Yep.
I'm gonna use minor illusion to make a wall in front of him, like in front of his crossbow,
Gotcha.
before he shoots.
Okay. Yeah, that's... Is that the end of your turn?
I believe so. Yes.
And sure enough, he takes aim at Thorin, and you cast your wall. Is there any checks that I need to be aware of for your illusion?
So he needs to spend a turn investigating it to know it's an illusion.
Okay.
Just let me double check that.
Then, with that in mind, as you cast your illusion and the wall appears in front of him, he doesn't react fast enough, and it actually imposes a disadvantage on his shot on Thorin.
Mhm.
Just because it obscures his...
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, not possible.
Thank you. That's a miss. Don't even need to roll here.
And the shot goes wild. Thorin, you don't even notice anything.
So there's just this 5x5 foot brick wall hovering in the air and crossbow guy.
I like the idea that it's attached to the end of his crossbow, and he's like.
he sort of moves out of...
I would have done it like back here away from him, so he can't just reach out and poke it to know it's an illusion.
It doesn't follow a move or anything.
No, it just hangs there.
Then he moves over to the caravan.
Just be like, what the fuck? Like, imagine what's going through these soldiers' minds. Like, they go to bed. Suddenly, this huge guy comes out of nowhere. Arrows start coming from all angles out of the darkness, and then a brick wall appears.
I love how I'm the only combatant that they've actually seen so far.
God, that's scary to think about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, we're off to Longshore.
Alright, I am going to wait until this guy lowers his head so I can see the back of his neck between his, like, cuirass and helmet, and sharp shot him right between his vertebrae.
Oh,
And I'm going to take my, what was it, sorry?
How long does sleep last?
Let me double check that.
I'm pretty sure it's a long fucking time. It's like until they're woken up.
And I am going to take bless with that as well. That's 1d4, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So 20.
Oh, yeah, roll damage. This is on the, this guy, right?
That leading guy, yeah.
Yep, alright,
Oh,
Holy shit!
that's max damage.
Is that really max damage?
So as he pulls out his sword and he's looking at Thorin, he raises his shield and he assumes a combat stance. Then suddenly his eyes go wide, and his pupils roll up to the top of his head. And as he lowers his shield again, Thorin, you see the arrowhead protruding from his neck.
Oh hell yeah! Can I
And he
boot him in the
falls.
chest and turn to face this dude to my left?
Oh yeah, you can tell.
Just
And-
kick him down onto his back and.
And as he falls to his side and he's looking at his companion, he tries to speak, but all that happens is just gurgling. He's just like...
Oh, these poor men.
Just for intimidation factor, can I make my eyes turn red?
On your turn, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna. I'm kind of tempted now. Should I use, instead of hitting this dude with my hammer, should I just try and spook him?
Well, no, we already have a guy that we can interrogate. Just kill him.
All right, we got two actually.
Sleep lasts for a minute, by the way. So
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
so
he'll still
10
be out
rounds.
for a while.
Alright,
It's unbelievable.
seeing the sight of his guard captain just falling to the floor, pleading to him to save us, he disengages and starts running off into the night.
Oh, this fuck.
I don't think I've missed a shot yet.
He's still within range. I can still chase him.
And we're up to Carlius. Just know that they're actually like really far away. It's just the map doesn't go that far.
Oh, okay. Well, if he moves at 30 feet and I move at 30 feet, I can still catch him.
How about I just like do this for everyone?
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Oh,
Yep.
wouldn't this guy be like closer to camp because I need
Oh
him?
yeah.
Kneecapped him?
He would still crawl at half speed, so 15 feet movement.
Okay.
That's so pathetic.
He's not going to be hard to track. There's this like trail of
There
blood.
you go.
Like footprints and then just drag.
And we're up to Carlius.
yep, I'm just judging distance. Might be a second. How much distance do I have on or short bow shots? Is it 30 meters first or?
Short bow, I can check real quick.
Isn't it 80 and
Oh, it's
200?
80 and 320. There we go.
Yeah, they.
Fantastic. So I'm going to take a shot at that poor bastard there. Come on. What is this? No.
Are you in a
Bad.
tree? You have a bit of a bonus from that, right? Range bonus.
So that guy by the wagon, I'm taking a shot at him. Still obviously at advantage with sneak. And he's going to get wrecked by this much.
I love it how over the course of the entire fight, you've done 1 max damage die.
So you let loose an arrow from your short bow. It soars between leaves as it finds its mark in the guy's shoulder. It actually pins him onto the wagon, and he drops his bow.
Oh,
Oh.
Fucking wrecked.
So we got 3 people to interrogate now.
we're level 1.
Yeah, surprise does a lot of things.
We've also just got so much synergy within the party.
Yeah.
Like,
And having 3 archers is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Just that ground cover.
Yeah.
and now we're up to Esfandio.
Alright, so I've noticed that guy, like, lit by green, purple wicks of fairy fire fleeing off into the distance, and I'm going to take direct aim at him. I'm going to fire off an arrow, aiming to hit right in the square of his back.
This is to this guy, correct?
Yep, and I'm using a longbow, so
Okay.
by my base range is 150, so this wouldn't be any difficult.
I need
Sure.
different maps. Yeah, roll damage.
Or should I even bother with the plus D4? Alright, one sec.
Remember, you can just click on the attack name and it'll roll.
You can click on U longbow between underneath your attack roll, and it'll roll the damage for you.
Hold up, underneath the attack roll?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so if
where
you
it
click
says-
on U longbow.
Oh, nice.
Mind blown moment.
Yeah.
That's how they were doing it.
Yeah. So you let loose an arrow from your U longbow. The guard off in the distance is pretty much dimly lit by the fairy fire, and you find your target pretty squarely. You hear a as he falls to the floor.
Ooh. Nice.
Down to Thorin. Oh, unless you wanted to move.
At this point, not really.
Okay.
Alright, am I fucking this guy up? This dude right here?
He's dropped his crossbow, right?
Yes, he's currently unarmed and pinned to the wagon.
So, effectively incapacitated. Hold up, the
Yeah.
guy who was sleeping.
He's still sleeping.
Okay, but we
We've
started.
still
how
got
many
like 3
rounds?
rounds, I think.
Okay, should we just
We're like
disarm
4
him?
rounds in. 6, 12, 18.
I think combat's
20,
pretty much effectively
4.
over because I'm gonna run over, kick this dude's crossbow away from him, and then go off and catch
And
that
yeah,
guy's
and
away.
I'm gonna
That's
check
fair.
down that guy and drag him back.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I kick this crossbow away on my way past, and I'm gonna go and try and drag this dude away.
I climb down from the tree and I'm going to disarm and restrain the sleeping guy.
All right.
You drag this guy back to camp, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By his
Alright.
by his foot.
Ah!
And I plop him down next to his friend who's got an arrow pinning him to the fucking wagon.
I keep
And
an
you
arrow in the
disarm
opposite.
the sleeping guy.
Yeah, I'll bind him and drag him over as well.
Cool. Alright, everybody gets 275 XP.
That's a level. That's a level.
Yeah, let's level 2.
275.
Damn, 275. That's 25. If we got 300, that's to level 2. We almost got a full level. That's awesome.